Greetings, everyone. Please give a moment to make sure everything's set up. Chat windows. Everything go. I'm just going to do some tests. Let's get everything popped on up. Disable preview. And it looks like everything's good to go. Oh, let's actually find a replay. I do know my voice is not doing all too well, so I'm not sure how long I'll be able to stream today. Maybe I should just need to take a week off. Let my voice recover. Replays, most of them are custom, so let's go to non-custom. This one should be reasonable enough. Greetings everyone, and Great here from another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn on bottom right side as the blue Ottomans, we got Fox and Totan. Spawn on bottom top left side as the pink French, we got Ezra, 1, 2, 3. Going for a gold mine, pretty common. Got a early wait, that's a barracks, not a military academy. So the Ottoman player is going for a Spearman Rush without a military academy. That's a little unusual. When it comes to map generation, do notice that all the wood spawn on the right side for the Ottoman player with the 2 deer deposits behind it with some berries. Of course, he does not have improved berries. French player has a nice line of trees there as well, so should be able to wall that off quite easily well. Townsend is a good choke point for it as well. Both his deer deposits spawn back there as well. So both players should have plenty of food. Should be pretty easy for the French player to keep his region secure. Villagers now trying gold. He does have enough gold age on up, so these villagers can be pulled back off. Does rotate the villagers around a little bit. Going for wait, no, that's that's the French player. Good, just keep those villagers off, start collecting up food. Either way, good number of spearmen now pulling a field. He may realize it's actually now a barracks rather than a weapon, military academy. One spearman does go down, denying 50% of torch damage there. Of course, got the school cavalry pulling a field, pretty standard. 4 villagers building it. He's also going for a lumber camp. Probably go for an early archer range to deal with these early spearmen. And Pink is taking time to kill off some deer or just fire the shot there. Blue Scout does get attacked there. Does scatter the deer a little bit. And Pink does have a good number of sheep there. He really should get that back. The Spearman could try stabbing the sheep as well. Does take out a deer. Not really going to accomplish all too much, honestly. Downside is right here. Little cavalry now, of course, still being built. There's taking time to do some torch damage. Getting pretty close to torching down the mining camp. Let's go fast forward a little bit now. Another spear in the field, but they may be able to deal with Sultani Trade Network as well. They may be able to deal with some horsemen, but a good number of royal knights can easily overwhelm them. I think 2 would be enough. Archer range now being savaged, going for some archers as I predicted earlier. Spearman running around. He could take time to stab the sheep. Sheep have 12 health, so Spearman will 2-shot them. What if sheep get affected by armor? Looks like he will manage to escape on out of there. Couple Spearmen back here. But the archer is now being deployed on the field. Gold is, of course, being collected on up. Going for a good amount of gold there. What if he's going for a fast castle? Behind Trade Network does give him, of course, 3 traders. The French, of course, can build villages at a faster rate. That will give the Ottoman player a small window to keep pace with his opponent. Though those traders are, of course, not super great. They're somewhat great. They provide 24 gold per minute. Whereas on a regular villager who just collects up gold from gold mine was at 40 per minute. That's why you don't see people with Sultani Trade Network immediately, because it simply does not provide enough gold to offset its initial cost of paying twice the amount for a villager to only get half the value. But it does technically add another villager queue early on, be the expensive early villager queue. Arrow slit now complete. Gold is starting to going down. Got a good number of pink spearmen and archers on the field. And going for early siege engineers. No hardened spearmen just yet. We'll soon have enough wood for a battering ram. The archers should keep the battering ram safe enough from the villagers. And of course, the Ottoman players has half a spearman over here. Looks like a couple archers pushing way forward. With a bunch of ladies with knives and one guy. Spearmen making their way back home. Archer in pursuit. Got the battering ram there. Good number of... We'll see, he has the spearman to push on in. Does garrison the battering ram. Now got the Istanbul Imperial Palace. Give him access to, or is it 3 extra vizier points, as well as greater vizier generation. So maybe eyeing for some fun there. And someone realizes, well, we probably should back out and take a look at the vizier points. He has Anatolian Hills. One great thing to help him get the faster castle because of the faster gold collection rate, and the food back home means he doesn't have to travel as far as well. Was it 10 or 8 sheep? It is 10 sheep, so that's 2,000 food at home from the collect on up. Nice and safe food. The outpost has gone down, but looks like that's all the battery rams won't going to be able to do. This is simple. Imperial Palace do have now an archer range being done here. Right now, man-at-arms, Castle Age man-at-arms could be very, very effective. He's going for, the French player is going for some Royal Knights. The Ottoman player is not to build any man-at-arms just yet, so I'm not sure what he's eyeing in the end. An archer range being built as well as a blacksmith. Now I got some Ottoman man-at-arms now being deployed on out. Spearman takes some damage, being picked off by that Royal Knight. Both players still have regular spearmen, not even hardened spearmen, right? Yep, that appears to be the case, or soon not to be the case. Another banner ram being pulled out by the French. They do cancel it. He saw an all-fit stab some villagers. Thank you for the follow, L Lemon Pepper. Welcome to the stream. Battery rams, of course, continually being built. Royal Knight there, Archer here. Got this Royal Knight moving down south. The Ottoman player is encircled, but thanks to Antoine Hill, he does. Oh, goes times with imams as well. Don't know if the times 2 imam is going to be a great idea. It will, of course, allow him to get 2 imams, pick up the relics, but immediately one gets spotted and gets sniped, does bring the other one back home, so this is not going to be able to claim some any early relics. Just regular archers right now with the Ottoman player. He does go with the veteran archer and +1 damage. +1 range damage, +1 range armor is already been, range damage has been completed. 1 range armor is almost on the way. And of course the French player got his free melee as well. Imam there. Try and collect up this relic. I don't know if the ×2 Imam was a good selection. He does have the Imperial Palace, or the Istanbul Imperial Palace, as opposed to the Chinese Imperial Palace. And not sure another one up to you guys. Let's see. Watcher, YouTube watcher, finally. Yep, thank you. Welcome to the stream. I do cast Age of Empires 4 every Saturday. Assume I'm up in health. My throat's not that great today, so I'm not sure how long I'm going to be able to cast today. Royal Knight's getting some damage on these villagers. He does not have textiles. Some archers being forced some back. I think it's the weather that's causing some issues. Getting cold. That's something I've realized that why I'm getting so dehydrated lately is because of cold weather. It means dry air. So it's been cold with 70% humidity, so can't say how well that accurate is. But heating at home tends to dry out everything. Veteran archers do get a good value there in the Royal Knights. They have 4 damage a month. These veteran archers have 8 damage, so they will punch through the armor quite nicely against these Royal Knights. The French player is far from aging on up. He's not planning to age on up anytime soon. Mix of spearmen and man-arms, and archers probably a good composition. You can go for a handful of crossbowmen. I think the man-arms and mix of spearmen be well enough. A couple crossbowmen wouldn't be half bad. Not to worry about any sort of veteran research. It would help him out with the Royal Knights, and if you just aim move forward, likely they will auto-attack into the Royal Knights due to the fact that they're going to be charging forward while everything else is staying in the back. Granted, there are two basic spearmen still in the field. And, oh, good number of these Royal Knights are getting quite wounded. Maybe chivalry could be a good idea. Better and push way forward. Those a bit of wood. The Ottoman player does have a... Oh, that's a French player. Ottoman player does not have a whole lot of golden gum. He has picked up a relic. Those wall segments have gone down, just leaving a small bit there. Trying his best. And there goes the battering ram. Not very cost effective, since that handful of walls is what, 15 wood-ish? Maybe 25 wood versus 200 wood. And we got all the blacksmith research for the French player, including the melee armor. Going for Chivalry now. Sees that health regen. See, I love that he, to see Antoine Otto. He doesn't like military schools. He's different, keeps things interesting. Sort of interesting he does forego the military school. After all, it's one of the basic things that make the Ottomans unique. After all, without the military school, he only has vizier points then. He also, maybe that's also one reason why he went for the Istanbul Imperial Palace. Got some relics back here, still needs a bit of mosque, which would provide him some gold income. I mean, what else do the Ottomans have other than the vizier points without the military schools? That strips them down to bare basics. Oh, he got +1 military campus. So he looks like he eventually will go for military schools, just not immediate. Maybe he has some sort of mathematical cost formula of when he should build military schools. Can't say for sure. After all, they do get better as the ages progress, the better blacksmith research, or the bonuses. Royal Institute now being researched by the French, so it's not probably going to either the early royal bloodlines. Royal Knights charging forward, get a great impalement on some of these villagers. Very slow response there. He does not have textiles either. Good number of villagers went down there. I think he lost. Last time I saw down there was 5, but I'm pretty sure that was before he killed some villagers. So yeah, he's down a lot of villagers, but we do have all these forces over here. I've not been paying attention. Now Pink's losing a good number of villagers as well. It's a bloodbath for both sides. Got some spearmen there. Both players now Castle Age. Pink just letting go those villagers. Not sure why. I got more villagers over here. Looks like he just passed his village multiple locations. Pink is losing a lot more villagers. Yep, I thought Blue was going to win, or Pink was going to win handily killing off all those villagers, but now, oh. 37 versus 43, so a 6 villager difference, which 3 of those are traders, so it's... Yeah, now the economy's evened out. Royal Knights heading up north, they will be able to deal with those archers no problem. There's only a handful of spearmen. Royal Bloodlines. Oh, Royal Institute does make it cheaper, so it's at least a bit more accessible. But right now, both their economies are crap. So even the veteran research is probably going to be a bit problematic for the French player. Right now, Pink does have a army size of 24,000 or 2,400 versus just 600. Make that even less now. You know that's not necessarily accurate, but just be general guide frame. Archers pushing forward, villagers collecting some stone here. They may go down slow. No textiles here either. Veteran art or veteran spearman research on the way for the Ottoman player. Thanks to the French's better villager production speeds, is able to maintain a village. Should be able to get this recovered eventually. So not great. Down by 8 villagers, 3 which are traders. Yeah, this game still can go either way, but it's not going both of their ways, that's for sure. Now got some military schools being established now. I think he can build up to 3 or 4 this age. He's so far. There's the other. Oh, that's another blacksmith there. There's the 4th military school. Let's take a look at his vizier. No, I always see the people get the Imperial Palace have a lot more Vizier points by now, but I think you get more Vizier points if you start building stuff nearby, which he hasn't really done. Usually I see Ottoman players with more production by now. Could go for Janissary Company. He's not a big fan of it, but against the French, it would make a bit more sense. We'll give him 10 Janissaries. I don't think I've ever seen Pax Automata ever be used. And probably it's going to go for Advanced Academies. It's solid, it helps improve your existing output. And always consider the Janissary Companies as a emergency button. One player's not going for a good number of Janissaries, but I always feel like since the last major patch where archers are now a hard counter to light gunpowder units, such as Janissaries, I feel like Janissaries' usefulness have greatly decreased. Plus, not to mention in Age 4 with the Silk Bowstring giving archers plus 1.5 range. They can easily pick up the Janissaries from a good distance. But the Janissaries still offer great DPS versus these Veteran Royal Knights, as well as generally good DPS in general. Got some various economic research and blacksmith research now for the Ottoman player. Survival techniques, relatively late survival techniques for the Ottoman. He only has one deer deposit left, so maybe not that worth it. I need to break down the math. How effective survival techniques it is. It does cost 100 resources, so it's not too expensive, but does a plus 15% gathering rate actually gives you a return. Will allow you to get that 100 resources back fast. Faster than without it. Many things can be broken down to a mathematical formula if is it worth it, and by how much. You now have the veteran spearmen. There's a lot of veteran archers on the field, so they have to keep their distance. They have their range armor, not their increased damage just yet. Imam does take a couple hits there, does have 3 relics. There are currently 2 relics left on the map. Of course, got this one here, can be claimed by either player. So where's Imam going? Right there? Oh, the last relic right there. He needs to build another mosque to put it in. So the Ottoman player will have eventually 4 relics. Veteran Royal Knights now push way forward to engage the walls. And quite a bit of stone here. Oh, and he's going to replace the wall with a gate. His opponent was trying to make a hole, then he decided to make a hole himself. Rupert now being reached by the French player. A little bit late for that. Anti saddles not being researched. Textiles not on the way. Archers now advancing the way forward. Ottoman player has enough gold to age on up, just needs a bit more food. French player is very far from aging up, especially on food. In actuality, it looks like food income seems a little bit low at the moment. Still, I see the deer icon there, so maybe one deer carcass still laying around, or maybe one living deer. Where? I'm not sure. Oh, there's the deer carcass. With its Q ability. Imam being pursued. Imam does get impaled there. Guy's now falling on back. Has a handful of villagers here on food, starting to pull out some more farms. And the French keep does also provide the keep influence, so may want to start eyeing to build some more infrastructure around this, though it needs a bit more wood. Stable now built. Going for more stables. Brawl Knights moving around. We've got a good number of spearmen and janissary for the autumn player. Istanbul Observatory is now being built, which of course gives them basically a more advanced version of blacksmith, as well as a free university. We'll break down that region. These guys are not advancing. A number of spearmen here, but nowhere near enough to deal with all these royal knights. There's more spearmen pushing forward along the janissaries. Placing walls would be pretty quick. Multiple siege workshops now being built as well as some archer ranges. The French player is going for arbaletiers, which in this case not going to be very useful. They're not fighting against much heavy, just 3-man arms, so I think overall regular archers would be best. It'll be a counter to the spearmen and counter to the janissaries. What more could you want? Now I got the janissary guns and the elite janissary upgrade as well as elite spearmen. Royal Knights push their way forward. Trying to torch down the Sultani trade network. Not very important overall. I wonder what visitor points he has at the moment. Okay, that's just a scout. He has gone for advanced academies at... Oh, he has gone for Pax Altamana, which will give him 50% better villagers train 50% faster for 4 minutes. It says 20 seconds right now, so maybe already expired. But he still has access to 3 more vizier points thanks to the Istanbul Imperial Academy. Red Palace now being built. Right there, that will keep this Lord's Gold Deposit pretty secure. This Gold Deposit can be claimed by either players, but feels like more French. Blue's now advancing forward, archers firing away. Nagano finds a decent shot there on the Janissaries. Janissaries trying to interrupt the Red Palace. The Red Palace may get interrupted. Veterans hitting them. Got the Royal Knights push along the flank. Red Palace does get fully cancelled there, which means he retains resources to have to restart the progress, which is fine. These resources a bit more important at this moment. Janissaries push way forward with good number of spearmen. Red Palace now being established right over here. Bit more safe spot there. We'll protect this sacred site. Veterans push forward, engaging the archer range. Only 1 archer on the build queue for the French. I do believe he needs to start produce mass-produced archers. Now he's at 6 in the build queue. Do which right here, which will easily be interrupted. One thing you could do as well is if he has trouble engaging, to throw more of the Royal Knights into the keep here, just to get some extra arrows going. Here comes the Royal Knights charging into the Janissaries. It's going to be a bloodbath for both sides. The keep has gone down. The batteries may drop some issue, provide some issues for the Royal Knights. They're starting to fall back now. And the handful of villagers there will go down. Those archers will be cleaned on up. Got some spearmen over here. Control. The spearmen are all pretty wounded. He will do a nice little pullback micro there to keep his Royal Knights alive. They're all quite wounded. He needs to probably take time to let Chivalry does the war. So maybe he'll raise some stone. Red Palace now complete. Going to rapidly grab up some gold. I do believe he sees his opponent's army of Spearmen Janissary. Hard counted by just basic archers. Yep, in this age, the veteran archers do have +7 versus gunpowder and light melee. The only problem right now is having auto attack the battering rams. Multiple structures being set ablaze. Royal Knights looks like down here raiding. There's, of course, and Pink backs the game. I felt like Pink could have easily countered his opponent's army. His opponent's army, which is had an easy counter of a single unit. By the way, there's Angrade saying, "Thank you for watching," and on to the next replay. Maybe just a bad read by Pink. Really bad read, I would say. Oh, got a very good length replay here. It's also Mullions. It's been a while since last cast Mullions. I can't remember. I don't remember what balance changes will happen in Mullions over the major update, because I think this is the first time I cast Mullions with this new major update. Greetings everyone, and great here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. So on bottom right side is Cyan Zuzi's Legacy. We got Jade, Empire, Enjoyer. So on top left side is the blue Mullions. We've got Fox and Totand. And I'm going to be honest, I don't remember. This is, I think, the first time I cast some Mullions with this major patch, so I have no idea. I can't remember what the changes are for the Mullions with this patch. Guess we'll find out soon enough. Of course, we got the mining pit being established, but he's going for just a handful of gold there. He's not going for chop down a tree to get extra huts around it. He's just going to play the small game. He may have him down to a mathematical formula. Build 2 huts, get 1 load, bring it back, then make him enough gold for his age up. By the time he gets all his food collected up. If that's the case, I very much like that. You don't have to max out the gold mine now, just have to get enough to get the age up going, then you can max out while you're aging up. Oh, Saharan Trade Network, that's interesting. He does put an influence of the gold mine, which means also improved taxable trade. With the toll outposts, each tax is 8%, 8 times 5 is 40%. This will give them additional 50% food with regular outposts, 100% food with this landmark, which is assuming a small outpost, so effectively improves the central trade up to 60%, which is very powerful. Mullions can get very nice traders. Now the meditation garden is being established. Don't know if he's getting all those berry bushes. I think yes, I think no. It's 2 6 deposits. That should be 36 times 2, so 72 maximum. Guess we'll find out soon enough. And maybe probably 7 wood chips. Is the gold grabbed? Yeah, the gold is grabbed, so it is very lenient. It doesn't have to go for the point of origin, it just has to skim it ever so slightly. Okay. It is 72 food, okay. Good to know, it's very, very lenient. And 4 wood per minute. I can never guess how much wood. It gets 4 wood chips per minute. I have a feeling that Susie's Legacy player is going to go for a fast. What did he get? Professional scouts? Oh. We got professional scouts. We got a lot of scouts. Oh yeah, and also the initial scout is a Chinese scout rather than Susie's Legacy scout. I forgot about that as well. But I was not paying attention, so we got professional scouts versus double town center Malians. This should be fun. Got the big eco game going, or let's say big eco game for the Zeus Legacy. Welcome go for the Shaolin Temple, get the relics. Stable here, eyeing for a bit of stability in his life. I don't know what gold he's collecting on. Probably going for sofas rather than the warrior scouts. Cows now being established. Gotta keep those doggies rolling. Something that's sort of been milling around my mind. I'm thinking about making a really stupid YouTube short of take one of the AI generated voices, try to make the AI voice and do the rollin', 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 those doggies rollin' with the Malian voices. It's a really stupid thing. They'd probably do a video where just a bunch of cows move around. Blue will see some of the deer are missing. Does he have professional? Oh, he does have professional scouts as well, so both players have professional scouts. For a scientist spotted, I wonder if you realize, like, hey, there's some deer missing. Wait. Wait. Okay, apparently this... Oh! I know why that ability's a... it's a replay bug. Yep, replay bug. I saw the ability there, but of course, sometimes the replay just shows you what you have. Does tailor whoever you have selected, and so if I switch to the actual Malian player, then I realize, oh, the ability's not there. Gotta love those stupid replay bugs. See, how many deer are here? 10. There should be 14. Looks like Science been grabbing some. Now there's 9. And this time, the blue player does have his... professional scouts. And now these warrior scouts do have good movement speed. They're not full horseman speed. They gotta get the veteran warrior scouts and get the full horseman speed. But they should still move faster with these deer carcasses than the blue scouts. Do have a lantern on the field. We're at 1.14. The lancer will be a good way to shoot them off. Drops the carcass there, splits the scouts, try and get this one back. With the carcass drop, he decides to retarget, but then try to retarget again. Wood palisade walls now being built. It's like blue only sealed one of his opponent's carcasses. The Cyan did the professional scout game batter. We got 2 deer here. All the deer are dead here, but they look like they're all existing. Oh nope, I see 6 out of 7. The Sultani Trade Network was used for the defensive position, but that simply have not been useful this game. Got Mustafadi Warriors not being deployed on the field. The counter armor unit, which also moved pretty quickly. They move the same speed as Palace Guard, while technically the counter to Palace Guard, but also much more vulnerable to everything else. Got some huts being established around this gold mine. Hasn't got the mining pit just yet. One mining pit's only built. Donzo deploying a field. Mustafadi Warriors and the Donzo both counters to these Lancers. Good micro there by the Lancers. Remember as well, the Shaolin monks do not have a heal ability to get these guys top on off. You will need to build out some regular monks to get them healed on up. Here's a Shaolin monk. The Shaolin monk does also very high damage and good armor, so these Musfadi warriors will do 6 damage per strike at man-at-arms attack speed, while this guy will do 15 damage at a very high attack speed. Has 170 health versus 90 as well. I think the Shaolin monk can defeat more than 2 at a time. Eventually 3 to 4 at once. That's actually really impressive. Shaolin monks are pretty good fighters, especially versus light units. Looks like no cows been established just yet. Oh, we got some cattle ranchers now being pulled in the field. But they're off the side. I think he's maybe going for the Fambia garrison in the end, because this would be a weird spot for the Grand Fulani Corral. Yeah, I think he is going to go for the the Fambia garrison. We got a good number of Musfadi warriors in the field, as well as 4 warrior scouts. Sion's going to push forward with these scouts. No more deer left here to claim. So Sion, once he realizes no deer left or unable to obtain the potential delicious venison, I'll just push the scouts everywhere and start scouting out. Shaolin monk pick up another relic there as well. The Shaolin monks do not show the +1 down here, so you gotta keep an eye. Yep, the last relic's right there, so this will be a relic 4 out of 5, and it's probably all he can obtain. You get the Yuan Dynasty, going from Mount Lu Academy, which is Yuan Dynasty, and then you get some pagodas out as well. The pagodas will greatly boost the relic income, or I think doubles it, like increases going from 80 gold to 100 gold, and plus a lot of other resources. There's a better Tithe Barn before Tithe Barn. And then he's going to go to Yuan Dynasty, back to Song Dynasty. I don't remember what Zusi's Legacy Song Dynasty is. I always forget. It does not improve the villager production rate, so. He has gone for Triple Town Center. We do have the Zhengen Tower here. And he has, and Malian player is going for Fambia Garrison. Which, as much as like the Grand Fulani Corral, a Fambia Garrison is right now the rare of the 2 landmarks. That's 1 of 3 units, enhance your roster. Wait, no, this is different. Okay, that is different. Like I said, this is the first time I cast Mullins in this patch. And beforehand, it was you get those batch shipments of 5 units that cost only gold with a discount. But now it looks like it provides something much, much different. Okay, Fambia Garrison. Looks like some sort of charge system. Got some Zunch news here. Engage the Musfadi warriors. Very nice. Let's. We have the. We have the Malian players selected. I didn't see charges here. Oh. So it's a one-time unlock. So you get 1, let's see, enlist 1 or 3 units, the Mansa, all those units. Another unit would be enlisting pure age, so you get to choose 1 this age, another one from another age. 1 for freeborn warriors, it's Musfadi warriors, looks like, nope. High range armor, bonus damage against range, so see if any of them on the field at the moment. Doesn't look any of them on the field at the moment. Does cost a bit of resources. It sounds like a javelin thrower, but it doesn't sound like a javelin thrower. Also, the description's wrong on it. Because that looks like the Musfadi warrior. This looks like some sort of like hand heavy infantry. But that description is the javelin thrower description, so maybe it's just different. Maybe the description's wrong. I don't know. There's a Girat Bara, which gives you festivals. I wonder if that's also the rare of the two H4 landmarks. I wonder how much has been changed. Pay 300 gold, providing enhanced for food unit, unit production speeds, damage of torches and siege attacks, and food gathering rates. Guess we'll find out soon enough. Okay, we do have some of the Freeborn Warriors. None of which are those. Those all villagers. Let's see, Freeborn Warriors, where are you at? That's the Musfadi Warrior. Here's a Freeborn Warrior. It is a melee infantry unit. Doesn't say light nor heavy, so maybe neither. Which may good range armor. Okay, so yeah, it's just a melee unit that's good against range. No stealth. Automatically gets stats upon age up. Did not get stats upon age up. That's interesting. But then again, yep, there's an elite version. So I think these guys are good against, supposed to be good against archers and crossbow while being countered by neither. And I think I just heard the Girat Bara activate a festival. It is the food festival, improving gathering rates by, doesn't say by how much. Hopefully it's a decent amount. Alright, now we got the, oh, looks like going for this. Upgrading all the Musfadi warriors to the veteran Mansa Musfadi warriors. Has additional armor and health. Do they still cost the same? Yep, they still appear to be cost the same, so it's a global upgrade on them. Those are Freeborn warriors. Mansa Musfadi warriors. Doesn't give a plus multiplier, so increase the base multipliers. I think, what was it, 8? Now it's 9. I don't remember what the health was, but maybe 10 or 15, so it looks like a small benefit. Temple Sun, he's going to praise the sun, the Zuzi's legacy player. So the Freeborn Warriors are a unique unit. They, I think, unless there's something in the new in the roster there I never noticed being that's new. That could be me though. Oh, the veteran Musfadi Warriors now have increased melee armor. Was it always like that? Or was that with the Mansa variant? Maybe from the Mansa variant actually. Yeah, I probably should look that up and see what's different now. Either way, we do now have Elite Zunshinus on the build queue, as well as a Veteran Spearman. Zunshinus right now doing 7 damage. They do have the bolt magazines, improving their range a little bit, as well as Divine Haste and make them move fast. They can't keep up Musfadi Warriors, but then again, Musfadi Warriors are not necessarily supposed to be to counter them. Those Freeborn Warriors, which they are elite right now, they have Musfadi movement speed as well, so the Divine Haste will help them keep their distance from these guys help keep their distance as well as close up in. So those Zunshinus will be cleaned on up over there. These guys as well, so we've got just a relatively agile light army. As much beforehand as well, these guys doesn't say light melee, it just says melee, so I have a feeling it gets no bonus damage from crossbowmen nor from archers. Shadow Monk handily defeating 2 warrior scouts. All these units are straightforward, able to clean up these units quite reasonably. You also have now the hard case bombs. Units get plus 50% range and melee damage for 5 seconds when hit by a grenade. Oh yeah, that's the makes stuff more vulnerable. The martyr death effect. Reborn Warriors taking out some of these Zunchus. Very nice. The armor's so high, so I can't really tell if that +1 damage is being utilized. That's never. I won't be able to determine that point. Now these Musfari Warriors push forward. I think one of the Girapara's festivals have subsided or they've reinitiated. We also have a good number of traders on the field as well. Remember, they're 60% more effective than normal traders, which is quite significant to say the least. You can see a number of the grenades being thrown, getting some good extra damage here. And with Divine Haste, both sides are pretty agile. Granted, the Musfari Warriors are definitely much faster, but the Spearmen are able to keep up. The Zunchus and the Grenadiers, not so much. They'll just being retasked to the field. Someone may go down. Those units do get cleaned on up. So we got a Spearman Grenadier composition. I have a good feeling the Zeus's library will probably be 10,000 bolts and the Fire Lancers. But that's just a hazardous guess. We do now have the keep now being established here. Don't know how many mining pits he has at the moment. Versus a warrior. 4 to 4 mining pits are on the field at the moment. That's not one of them there. He has put a mining pit here, which is, of course, actually this house is misplaced. If the house was moved over a little bit, then he put 2 houses there, getting up a little bit extra gold income. I'm assuming the sign's also gone for the pagodas. Yeah, pagodas right now providing 2,500, 62, an X amount of resources. I'm pretty sure Tithe Farm has not been researched just yet. If I can figure out where. Yep, Tithe Farm has not been researched. Those units will be cleaned on up. Spearman here engage the 3 warriors. I got these units pretty forward. We got a number of Shaolin monks mixed on in as well. They may have trouble versus the Musafati warriors. They're really high armor right now. They have 10 armor at the moment. Shaolin monks don't have increased health at the moment, but with 10 armor, they still do 10 damage per strike, so still a decent rate. Able to quickly break on through that wall. Grenades running on in. Grenades do siege damage, but they will bypass all the range armor of the freeborn warriors. Looks like Science armor will be cleaned on up. Got this force proof here, as well as a sign keep. We'll lose the mining pit, but can always reestablish one over here. Science Village is also trying to torch down some outposts. Now I've got Zuzi's library now being put on field, which will put him up the Ming Dynasty. Improving, was it health or damage of his units? I think it was damage, which should go a long way for the Grenadiers. And for the Shaolin monks, able to punch through the armor a little bit better. Asgard now being researched, which may not be a good idea with Mount Musafati warriors on the field. Villagers to get inside the keep there, getting extra arrows going. As well as this outpost as well. We got Musfati gunners now engaging. In which they actually have higher base damage, I remember. They have now Serpentine powder as well. Over here, Spearman now engaging. Got the biology as well as elite horseman research. He may be eyeing for the raiders and Imperial Guard. Signed to lose number of villagers. Does have more villagers opponent at the moment, but his traders are excellent. They are far more effective than standard villagers. Maybe times 2 villagers at the moment, each individual one. Got some walls not being established here. Sign is also going from an outpost to keep an eye on the wall production. Keep has gone down. Got a cannon placement here. Elite Horsemen, Elite Spearmen, and Palace Guard push forward. Right now, yep, Ming Dynasty, which has improved damage by 20%. Palace Guard and Spearman push way forward. The Palace Guard, of course, can ditch the Spearman to go even faster. Horsemen, Spearmen, advance way forward with some Palace Guard in reserve. Gonna Musfati warriors. Zishu's firing away. They have pretty good damage right now. 13 plus 1 versus light melee. These guys for now only have 11 armor. Let's see if they take any bonus damage. Click on one that's being on the field or being hit. Looks like Science actually doing a good job microing his Zishu's engage the Musfati warriors. They hardly even touch the Freeborn, but there was simply not enough there. Even with the micro, but it's now trying to reclaim this area here as well. The mining pit was never destroyed. Horseman engaged some blues villagers, which is probably fine enough. Bombard firing away. I wonder what upgrades gone for at the library. Horsemen having a bit of trouble. Musfati's gunners engaging the way. Bombard's looking to get there to keep, but it's being repaired on up. More Zinchu's the back for line. Couple grenades being cast on in. He only needs a handful of grenades to get that debuff applied. Bombard trying to get repaired on up. More horsemen there. The extra durability on this agile force is going a long way. Plus, Musfati warriors are pretty cheap. They only cost 80 in total. And gold's not a big issue when you have that powerful trade in the back line. So this is a pretty cheap army. You can lose the Freeborn Warrior are a little bit more expensive, but they're a little bit more expensive than Man at Arms, so not too terribly expensive as well. The mix of two just provide an excellent front line. And Musfati Gunners, the real powerhouses, are doing some great work as well. Bombard straight forward and deal some of these outposts. Horsemen are unable to engage these Musfati Gunners. Of course, Zinchus don't have access to these anti-gunpowder, so Zinchus are relatively vulnerable to gunpowder units, so these Musfati gunners only have basic counters, nest of bees. Nothing as great as archers. Sure, nest of bees can be quite nice, but against this very mobile force, not so much. Got these forces now straight forward. Got good numbers of Zinchus engaging them from all angles, as well as spearmen. Getting a little bit tight up there. These forces push way forward. These villagers can be hit by all these forces as well. Capital and 2 town centers are here, so he does have excellent village reduction in case he loses some. He had a good, nice number of villagers. But blue killed off with a solid amount as well. Siege workshop now quick. And villagers went down. I think blue may have deleted 10 villagers. Bombard taking some damage there. Spearman advancement forward. Villagers only have 3 bolts per volley as well, so he's not gone for 10,000 bolts. I don't know if he's gone for any of the library upgrades, because I would assume he would have gone for the Fire Lance or the 10,000 bolts. Just he's trying to focus on those blue spotty gunners now. Horseman push way forward and find kills off some more stuff. There's Temple Sun. There's the library. He's gone for another research. Okay. He needs more resources. Oh wait, no, he has a lot of resources. Go for some of these very powerful research. Road to Dragon seems pretty good to me. As well as I mentioned before on 10,000 volts, he also has quite a bit of horse stuff already researched. So maybe we can go for the Cadians, the UN Raiders. Don't know how effective Super Heavy Cav would be useful. UN Raiders is more of an anti-villager unit, if I'm incorrect. Hero Pressure could be useful, but not sure how much he's going to focus them. Got a good number of Mangonels now being employed on the field by the Mullions players, so you want to deal with Zinchdu's relatively quickly. Now his opponent has getting a good number of the Shalom monks. They are affected by the increased armor and damage of the elite army tactics, so they do not only they have 9 armor themselves, but they also deal 25 damage per strike very quickly, and they're classified as neither light nor heavy. In this case, it doesn't really matter much. We'll see his knockout in the monster research improve their health, though. That could be important. They'll just do avoid getting stoned to death there. We've got these freeborn warriors now engaging. Handful of Grenadiers now being researched by Zeus's legacies. Good idea. He needs just a handful to get that debuff going. Debuff goes a long way. Zeus just take up pretty good volleys there from his Mangonels. He has the increase burst of the Mangonels. Looks like the 4 stone does run a bit high. Oh, there's just that single cast. These Fire Warriors gets good damage on these Palace Guards. +7 armor. Not sure where you're getting all the extra melee armor. Oh yeah, it's elite armor tactics. So these guys actually pretty well general armor. I always forget how elite armor tactics improves armor rather than health now. The spotty guns back on off. Sign has held, making his way for a counterattack. +18. When did that get there? +18 siege, so is siege no longer counted this number? I see 6. 6 times 3 is 18, so that may be the case. And yeah, I've got +6 here. 2 times 3. Huh. They have updated the replay. I wonder if some of the bugs have been fixed out if they updated the replay. Though it's not fully bugged out. The gear is partially eaten. I was a little bit hungry. Got good enough bombos here. He may have gone for the explosive upgrade from the Xerxes library. But it looks like Blue's melee army is just crashing its way through. All Scar's now engaging as well, trying to save these battering or bombards there. Here they have a splash projectiles. He actually did get the AoE projectiles. I don't think they're that effective anymore. The base damage is 50. Plus 62 versus infantry, so it's a good amount of damage there. I don't know. And also they get plus 62 versus elephants? Huh. Alright, bombards now supposed to be a counter to elephants. That's the elephant guns now. We do have a good number of horsemen there. Mangonel's buying a very good volley there. Mustafadi guns still in pretty good numbers. Mangonel's need to be targeted towards some of these Zinchus. They could try to push forward and take on the bombards themselves. Looks like they may be now as well. They're pretty stacked up, so they will see massive AoE. Get some good damage on the bombards. Bombards are relatively healthy at the moment. Horseman does charge with 4, gets some damage on those Magnos, does take them out. Reborn and Mustafadi Warriors push way forward. Divine Haste is still active. But it looks like the overall Blues infantry is just streaming on in. Needs some good damage. Science damage over with reinforcements. But for more horsemen, which is not necessarily a good item at the moment. It will be not be effective versus these freeborn warriors, as well as versus the Mustafadi warriors, likely. Especially how much surface area the versus the two. Blues able to get a lot of surface area on those individual horsemen. Science palace guards are being cleaned on up. Starting to get, oh, good number of science villages may go down. Does have expendable number. He has a good amount of villager production. Got a good number of granaries here. Blues just maintaining great gold income. Even so has a villager or two on gold itself. Right now, the Mayan player has a massive gold income. Hopefully he's using the Kirifara's, yep, he's been using the food driving rates to help improve his economy. The extra torch damage is not that useful, and he's maintaining max pop supply cap, so the extra faster unit production is not useful either. So the food production is what he needed. It helped make sure they can perhaps use a smaller economy. He has plenty of gold, thanks to his massive trade economy. 54, that's a lot. Blues pushing forward of this force. Does he not cannot go out hand cannons, or is it something where it's just that, oh, it's because of the Mayan player selected? Huh. I did not realize the Zeus's Legacy can't pull out hand cannoneers. Zeus's library does get torched on down. being picked on off. Those units being cleaned on up. I guess one thing Sign could have gone for was Springolds. He's fighting a mass melee army. Instead of going for the Bombards, the Springolds probably would have been a better option. Because it feels like his Zunchus are just not providing enough quality. Mauling Warriors just being very stubborn going down, and they are pretty cheap for the price. A good number of Palace Guard deployed in the field, but his opponent's going for a nice mix of mostly Musafati Warriors with a handful of a good number of the Freeborns. So you can't really focus them down. The Zeus's Legacy player does have a bit of resource stock caught up. Long player has a massive stockpile of resources. Horsemen charging way forward. A good number of bombards, so with heavy relying on those bombards. Bit of damage there. Good number of Mangonels to engage Sign's army. Good damage on those frontline units. Mangonels trying to creep their way forward. Good splash enter. All these millions trying to creep around for the bombards. Bombards are trying to engage those Mangonels. Gains good damage there. Looks like Blue or Sign will hold. Blue's army slowly being whittled down. More reinforcements straight forward. So the bombards going down to Blue and his body gunners. We got a Shaolin Monk there going for Wolo to protect his bombards. Oh no. Deletes those units in time. They're pretty wounded either way. Line player's not going for the Veteran Archer research. Nope, going for the Bombard and Springgold research. Warrior or Shaolin Monk will go down there. More horsemen being brought on in. The Modern player has a massive resource reserve, so she's able to bundle these units. Zeus's Legacy player does have good resource reserve, but is very low in wood, and he needs the wood for the Zunchus, the Spearmen, and the Horsemen, as well as for Bombards. Yeah, he needs wood. And Sign does back of the game there. This and grade saying, thank you for watching. On to next replay. Before I get started on next replay, I do need to use the restroom. Please give me one moment. I'm back. Because we did 2 of him, let's find another player. There were 2 good replays though. Let's see. Hidden. Online 1 week ago, last online 10 hours ago. Got some replays here. Let's avoid the customs, as I generally don't have the maps downloaded. Got some randoms, mega random team games. That sounds fun. Jeanne d'Arc vs Chinese. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. So on the bottom right side is a yellow L or Jeanne d'Arc with L Louis MT. On top left side is the blue Chinese. We got the 194, the Great Unicom. When it comes to map generation, got the 3 wood deposits behind the French, while the Chinese player has the wood deposit up front, has 2 small gold deposits, 2 stone deposits pretty close by, bit of berries over here, and sheep. Good number of berries here. This map is filled with food. Of course, we've got all the fishies out in the center as well as along the sides. Some small deer deposits. I think a bit of gold there. Chinese player has enough gold to age on up. We've now got the school of cavalry being established. Versus the Imperial Academy. Good chance the Chinese player is going to go for a fast song. That's pretty standard. Perhaps put the Bardic in the Sun, some over here to protect the gold of the stone. Blue's collecting up a little bit of wood, probably for just a bit of housing. Got a bit of all the resources here. Got wheelbarrow being established by the Jeanne d'Arc. More housing there. Scout does get bitten a little bit there. Jeanne d'Arc's collecting up some deer. Or sheep. Bardic in the Sun now being established. Forward on the large deer deposit. Okay. Which could help him project towards the fishies as well. Bit of wood there. There's a Royal Knight. And there's a scout there. Royal Knight does spot the Bardic in the Sun, causes some issues for him. There's of course plenty of ground over there to move around. Scout does take a couple shots there. No walls over here just yet. Jeanne d'Arc has leveled up to the man-arms variant. She only has 2 range armor, so Zunch News will do a little bit of damage to her. My player doesn't have a whole lot of gold emote nor food. Jeanne d'Arc is going for a bit of stone, and now got the boar being obtained, but also 2 fish deposits nearby, so as he gets done eating Pumbaa, he can eat the fish, and decides to bring it more close to the fishing deposit, so that's probably be a good spot for a mill. We can grind that boar to a thin red paste along with the fishies. Veteran spear or hardened spear research now the way for the Chinese player. Got some Zunch news in the build queue. That's probably just from the Zhangin Tower. Or wait, nope. That's Susie's Legacy. Wrong Chinese variant. This is regular China. So he's managed to play on some Zunch news in the field. Will help deal with Jeanne d'Arc. The Zunch news will have base damages 4. Right now, Jeanne d'Arc has a range armor 2. So that effectively, well, along with the blacksmith research, may or may not be in place. Roughly 2 damage per bolt, 6 damage per volley. Regular archer has base damage of 5, so they will do 3 damage per arrow, similar to a Zunch news. So going for Zunch news does make sense. Does take a bit of damage there. Got a bit of damage on those villagers as well. He's able to squeeze out +1 blacksmith research. That will go a long way for Zunch news to deal with Jeanne d'Arc. As well as will also give a bit of bonus damage versus the Royal Knights. One spearman does go down, the knight's falling back. Collect out the fish first. You should collect the boar first before fish. So this may be, yeah, it may be just auto-collected to the fish. You collect the boar faster than fish. Fish has the same, short fish has the same collection rate as boar. But also has the higher carrying capacity as well. Fish has only the standard carrying capacity like sheep and farm, and does not have improved carrying capacity like deer. In other words, Pumbaa's delicious, but fish is also delicious, just not as delicious. Various research now being built. We do now have another town center for the Chinese player. The Imperial official still supervising the mill. He may want to be retasked. There's 80 gold there. I wonder if he has Imperial examinations. Does not, so take 2 trips. Take time to kill off the wolves. Privilege now complete, so that Wound Knight will have a bit of health regen. Spearman does not get a brace there. Economic or Zunch news trying to engage him. More Royal Knights on the build queue as well. Royal Knight will get a charge there, and the follow-up swipe. Get a nice 1-2 swipe. Chinese player right now has good village reduction. Now 2 town centers, he has 2.5 village reductions versus just the Jeanne d'Arc's just 2. And so Jeanne d'Arc does not have the faster village reduction like the French. That's just purely a French thing. Guild hall now being built. So we got age up here, along with barracks. Wonder if the Jean's Raiders do bonus damage. They do bonus damage as crossbows. Does Zunch news count as crossbowmen? I would assume yes, but I also assume no. So probably just still got a good idea to go for Jean's champions, because they would have high armor rate to resist the Zunch news and be a hard counter to the spearmen. Astronomical clock tower now being built by the Chinese player. Chinese player is scraping bottom barrel resources right now. French cavalry is moving around.
Sekundmandement. Incontinent.
Fortify outpost, forestry, and veteran road knight. Both players now cast away. Issues firing away. No blacksmith research by either side. So the damage output against these road knights is not great. Chinese players now going for some crossbowmans. And Jean d'Arc's going for man-at-arms. Food is being plucked up quite significantly by on these berries. And good enough villagers starting to go down there. Those was one. But only one somehow. A lot of good damage on those villagers. They don't have textiles just yet. I've got some walls being established there as well. I'm just gonna go crazy. I don't know why. It seems like a lot of replays I've recently cast. Players just don't go for textiles. I had to double check to make sure it's still there. Yellow does manage to escape on out of there. Blue had no vision of them due to the fact he had no scout in the area. Went for a bit of walls there. We've got a large buried deposit here, and now we've got some granaries here. Guess I got a good chunk of those villagers. Has some of these berries. The Lancers being pursued. And we've got veteran archer research now being researched by Jean d'Arc. Lancers could actually hop inside the Barbican of the Sun. Barbican, or however you pronounce it. Wolf does get some fights there on the monk. Yellow has picked up a single relic. Try and go for this relic here. This relic's within her sphere of influence. And we've got this relic here within Blue's. Blue should be able to capture that one up. Does capture up this one there, so it looks like Yellow's gonna get 3, Blue will get 2. Royal Knights are trying to hunt down that monk. We got veterans being researched by Blue. Charges on in. He will get the kill there. Goes relatively close though. Jean d'Arc's probably pretty close to leveling up. Good volley there on that knight. And Yellow will try to grab this relic. Lancer is trying to go straight for the monk. Goes for his own low there. Blue does pull back in time. Lancer should be able to deal with the Royal Knight. Distractionary Wolo. Alistair is heading towards that monk. Take a look at Jean d'Arc's progress. She is almost 80% there. Jean d'Arc has gone down. Meat gets redeployed. Archers now engaging. Lancers are a little bit wounded over here. They'll take out some of those villagers. Jean d'Arc goes down once again. She doesn't get any range resist until she gets to level 3. Another structure will low for Yellow. Lance is off the straight forward. Find some of these units over here. Blue's over kill off 8 villagers. So he's increasing his lead of villager count. Outpost now being established here. we got these berry bushes being collected on up, so besides these walls will provide them some protection. So we got multiple dogs here. They demand their head pats. Now it's just the sound of a spearman or a villager stabbing a wolf. That wasn't the sound of a villager dying. Sounded like he was dying. Berry bush is going to be wrapped with being seized. He needs to get his food situation fixed. He is getting it mostly fixed. You can also collect up from this shoreline fish there. Only a single fishy there. But put it right there. Also collect some berry bushes. Chinese players right now scraping the bottom barrel of resources. So is Jeanne d'Arc, so both of them are consuming all their resources. Blue only has an army of 32 versus 52, which is, so yellow has a much larger army. It looks like higher quality as well by a fair amount. Approximately by 2,000. Jeanne d'Arc has been deployed to the battlefield. More walls being reestablished. Wolf gains some bites in the monk. Yellow has claimed 3 relics and picked up a 4th. Blue only has the 1. That 1 relic that's picked up maybe still in hand because he doesn't have a monastery for it. Nope, there's now a new monastery for him. Got a good number of crossbowmen, archers there, and archers and torch it down. The relatively rare French man-at-arms are on the field. Chinese player could go up some nested bees help deal with all these ranged units. And now the Chinese player mostly has crossbowmen, so handful lancers and horsemen. Got some walls here. Jeanne d'Arc has leveled on up, does go for the champions, the melee heavy infantry units. You notice one's gone for a good number of crossbow, it could have been a good idea to go for Jean's raiders. Jeanne d'Arc has to keep her distance, she's almost down. Let the health regen go. Plus she can always use herself to capture sacred sites. Lancers push way forward. Up north of the road, nice trying to find out if you engage. Horseman does go down, multiple horsemen goes down, spearman push way forward. Passivir is now pulling field, increasing range and range armor. He does have Gambeson's research, so right now his Arbaletiers does have 8 armor, which effectively will nullify almost all the damage from the spearmen, effectively making crossbowmen a counter to the spearmen, or the Arbaletiers a counter to them. Horsemen is another matter. But right now just get out some more horsemen. Nessa bees could also be a good possibility as well. If we find a Chinese spearman, there's one. Right now, the Chinese spearman has 10 damage, so they will do only 2 damage per attack against Arbaletiers, which is not good. Jeanne d'Arc has also gone for more melee armor to make his Arbaletiers even more effective versus those spearmen. As those man-arms, so Jeanne d'Arc has a very good front line and back line, a very durable back line. Red Palace not being established in the field, being established right here. They're about in the open, nothing too particular there. But she can use this as a free keep to get out the... Oh wait, no, that's the French. Getting the French Jeanne d'Arc mixed up again. Jeanne d'Arc, of course, can deploy out cheaper man-at-arms thanks to the consecration. Oh, they made it so that Jean's champions can be deployed out at barracks now again. Originally beforehand, I remember You can only be plotted by keeps, but now that something can be plotted barracks, it makes them much more accessible. I think that's a good change. You rarely ever saw a large numbers of Jean's champions as Jean's raiders. It also makes it so the Arbiteers has a bit of a double upping role versus Spearmen with the high armor versus high damage and armor. I still think Jeanne d'Arc should have gone for Jean's raiders. A better flanking, another flanking unit to help deal with the crossbowmen. Though horsemen are reasonable enough to do that as well. Only one Jean's champions on the field, so the Arbiteers will still be very useful against Spirit. They don't need much support there. But we got another 3 Jean's champions on the build queue. Horsemen come for a nice little flank. We got a good amount of Spearmen now on the field to help deal with the Horsemen. All 6 sides captured up by Yellow. Very nice. Managed to squeeze a monk up here before it got walled in. And the monk could go ahead and fade into one of the shrubberies to stay hidden. Renard's not being focused down much. She's probably over halfway to get her next level up. He does have 2 charges of Holy Wrath, doing 30 damage per strike. More elite spearmen now being researched by Jeanne d'Arc. Let's take a look at Jeanne d'Arc's level. Oh yeah, she's almost at level 4. Just needs a little bit more experience. All the cannon going to be useful rather than more champions. Not finding too many spearmen at the moment. The cannon's, of course, a free cannon's always quite nice to have. Barnican's Sun's almost gone down. Jeanne d'Arc has been deployed in the field, as close to the hand cannon. 64 siege damage. So she herself is more or less an anti-structure. Oh, my blast cannon. I thought the blast cannon was only if you go with a range variant. They must have changed that a little bit. You also can pull the cannon as well as access the aura. Jean's champion's trying to rotate around, find another opening to engage. It's effectively a siege weapon and won't deploy out 3 siege weapons. So Jeanne d'Arc's maybe not eyeing deploy out the siege. There's elite archer research. Spring Gold hitting that outpost. A nice choke here. I think it'll work better for yellow rather than for blue, but blue's starting for a good number of crossbowmen. Arbiters can start pulling in some passives, and blue does back of the game now. It's Angrade saying, "Thank you for watching," and on next replay. Yep. I have time for one more replay tonight before my voice goes out. It was this. Love it. 24 seconds. That's a perfect amount of time. 23 is a little bit short. Also, just did those 2 players. Could do this one. Japanese for Order of the Dragon. 20 minutes a little bit on the shorter side. 22, possibly. 21. 25. Probably do that one. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Age of Empires 4 Replays 1. Top left side as the Cyan Byzantines, got L. Louis MT. On bottom right side as the blue Japanese, got Fei Chan. Oh, and going immediately for the stone, so we're going to see some sort of stone-based opener. So it's going to be some sort of eco play for the Japanese. Going for a little bit of gold as well. Maybe, I'm not sure it's going to be eyeing for a secondary town center or a daimyo manor early on. Guess we'll find out soon enough. Oh, the daimyo manor, I think that got a cost reduction. I thought before it was like 350, but it's now cost 225. Do you have the cistern here?
No.
Who has found more sheeple? No additional berry collection, half wheelbarrow thing upgrade. And blue, science products eye to age up the Grand Winery. There's a Grand Winery. Maybe you could have pushed the Grand Winery around over here in order to get more influenced by the cistern, this initial one. By the way, it will be built. And now the Japanese player has enough resources to age on up. Going for the Koto Township, going for the Shinobi.
No.
Sign does deposit his sheep at home. You have the early daimyo manor, so maybe I am for an early bannerman? Early mounted voice is starting to go out. Farmhouses. Does go for some early farmhouses. Clicking up some wood. Oh, that is a good number of sheeple. Also, what type of mercenaries do we have on the map? I have not been paying attention to that. We got the Musafati warriors and the mercenary camel archers. Meh, neither seems super particularly useful. Mercenary Magadai, it can be incredibly powerful, but it's a little bit farther away, so we're probably going to see on regular mercenaries. Probably the Western mercenaries, if I hazard a guess. And we got the Western mercenary contract. Shinobi now advancing. Oh, the Shinobi was spotted. Oh. Sabotage the military house. Oh! Wait. Yep, that's not going up. The squiggly effect is playing tricks with my eyes, because it's supposed to disable production for the duration. But this squiggly effect is just messing with me. Huh. Using Shinobis to disable the mercenary house. That is very interesting. It can be countered by building 2 mercenary houses. You can chain sabotage it, but this one is not on cooldown. Taking some town center fire, and its influence of the town center does not get sabotage off in time, though. Yep. Guess another counter would be as does shrink the villager, does take it out. Another counter would be is build the mercenary house close to the town center. If you're worried about Shinobi. Blacksmith now being researched. Got a round longbow now in the field. Does have the level 2 berry / wheelbarrow, so now villagers effectively have wheelbarrow and has plus 50% gathering rate with berries, which is very good. Makes the berries very palpable. Shinobi does go down there. I got some Yumi archers in the build queue. Got the Yumi Bannerman, that's the ranged Bannerman. So we're going to see the Yumi archers being employed in the field. Yumi Man, of course, has 2 arrows, like an English town center. Now I do have the Creo Siphon up in the field. Longbow will cause some issues for the Japanese player, but he could go for some H2 Hardened Samurai or Early Samurai, and they use their higher armor to punch through both these units. Yumi Archer and Bannerman does take a bit of damage there. Bannerman does have deflection, and he's also classified as a light art range rather than heavy range. Has only 1/1 armor though. Yumi, or the Limitani has their shield wall up. Creo Siphon burn down the farmhouse. Creo Siphon now being take time to be torched on down. These forces are just way back here. I'm not sure. Maybe thought there was. I don't know what he's doing. Do now have a farmhouse being established here. Some more Yumi archers here. Oh, that's the shinobi. I was trying to find a scout, but there's actually shinobi right there. More longbow being pulled on in. Golden Horn Tower now being established. Yumi archers pretty forward. Limitani has their shields are up. Longbow gains good damage here. 150 versus quality right here. 6 damage, 7 range versus 5 damage. Have +1 damage and 5 range. So +1 damage on the way for the Byzantine player. Already has +1 range armor. Japanese player already has both. Byzantine player is now aged on up. The Japanese player just needs a little bit more gold and he can age up as well. Better mercenary contracts. Ooh, Temple of Equality. That's the rare of the 2 landmark. You can eventually get. Oh, you also can fill the relics inside this one. You can eventually get. What was it called? Zen to make your. Was it Buddhist monks? Provide extra gold over time. It does take a bit of time to refund their costs. Got some Varangian Guard now on the build queue. Temple quality being established back here. The scout will spot it. I have to remind myself what the temple quality provides when it comes to Buddhist temples. It's been multiple months last time I saw the Temple of Equality. So much so I forgot even what the name was for it. Not that hard. Forts not being established there, next to some stone. Got some walls here. This area does not appear to be traversable. Yumi archers do take a bit of damage there. Limitani now push forward. Got the veteran Yumi archer research. Scouts still being pursued. Temple of Equality, let's see. This is the Zen. It does cost 300 resources. Monks generate 25 gold every 60 seconds. Upgrades Buddhist conversion to Nehian conversion, which is 25% shorter, and additionally it provides allied units with increased movement speed. And the Soul Sutra, which is a debuff that can be casted. That wall segment has gone down. The Zen monks providing 25 gold per minute is, of course, does not require any sort of mining location or be any sort of location. Archer, however, villagers trying to get inside the town center. Remember, well, the base collection rate of villagers collecting gold is 40, so individual monks will not provide the same amount of gold collection rate as a villager. Just an infinite source. And these Buddhist monks do cost 80 gold, and if I remember correctly as well, when somebody mentioned chat, you get plus 25 gold immediately, so it is like, so it's effectively 55 gold with. It takes about what, 2 minutes to recover its own cost, 3 minutes when you start getting a profit then. And they still cost 1 population if I remember correctly as well. Yeah, I just want to say temple qualities can be quite good, but I just think the Shinto, the floating garden is just much better. Because now you get free priests, and through the form of Shinto priests, every single one of those relics, Shinto relics provides up to 50 gold per second, or per minute, as opposed to 25, and you get what, up to 8 of them? So in order for this to make a more gold income, you'll need 6, or equal to that is you need 16 Buddhist monks. That's consuming 16 of your population as well. Yeah, the temple quality just needs a bit of a rework. Maybe make the Buddhist monks cost 0 population. And then, I have no idea. They need a substantial rework. The Shinto priests are just free. Sure, it can probably be scaled much higher, but then you just have to compete with actual traders and villagers collecting up gold for that same population space. Villager does go down there. Archers moving around. You have siege engineers not being reached by the Japanese player. Oh, got multiple pings everywhere. Scout there. Yumi Archer engaging Monk. Archers engaging Spearmen and Longbowmen. And now I've got this Monk capture this sector there. We've got 3 relics inside the Grand Winery. Over here, we do have these archers now engaged some of these villagers. Gets a good volley there. We got 3 of these Buddhist monks on the field somewhere. Archers trying to back on off. There's a Buddhist monk. And I believe this is auto cast ability, reducing infantry units damage by 50%. It'd be nice as a good, powerful support ability, which is nice. These Buddhist monks are actually a combat unit, more or less. So they can pay for itself while being the same army, but still, I just don't know. On paper, economic-wise, the Floating Garden is just severely better and much more flexible. Got a very good number of longbowmen push away forward here, taking a bit of damage as well. Got +2 range damage to the Byzantine players, so these longbowmen doing 10 damage each. These Yumi archers are doing 9 damage, a little over 9 damage. That was inside the town center there. Let's take out this ranking guard. These longbowmen will go down to the town center up north, but these Yumi archers here. An incomplete battering ramp, so I'm not sure. These Yumi bannermans will go down. Of course, got another town center here for the Japanese player. This village is going to heal on up. The rank guards causing issues. You got the reduced damage there, which will greatly make the armored units even better, having that increased damage reduction. Even when elite army tactics gets researched, you can make some of those units have pretty much 1 damage per strike. I made the best part about the Buddhist monks though. Not the Zen Golden Come, it's the damage debuff they can apply. But right now he's just having a bit of trouble. He's just using Yumi archer against heavy armored units, which is not good. And he needs to go for some of the mounted archers of his, the Onamushas. Science not pushing forward any more units, getting a good number of lance connects in the field that maybe just from the Golden Horn Tower. While these forces now push forward, got another town center being established by the Japanese player. And now he has 63 villagers. Down south, looks like these rank guard being picked on off. The excited victory now has been potentially obtained by Cyan. Teardrop shields being researched by the Byzantine player as well. Longbowmen moving around, probably just caused some issues. Of course, these Buddhist monks can also heal while debuffing stuff. Encourages you to put them in the front line, so that may be their biggest benefit. I don't know. I tend to look at these games a bit more economically rather than combatively. It's hard for me to gauge the damage reductions, and the healing effect is also really hard to gauge. Plus, he's using Yumi archers. I think I'm just not able to really judge the Buddhist monks. I'm just going to leave it at that. I can tell you that if you want to go economic, go for floating gardens. Good damage there from the Magnum placement. 9 damage versus 3, and since these Yumi archers already have less health than normal archer unit, they tend to get hit pretty hard by this thing. It's almost lost all of these guys to a single outpost. Look at all that. They're nearly all dead. Lance connects and focus down, very nice. These guys still have retained their bonus damage versus light melee. Not an excellent amount, but an amount. Battering is complete here. He can push on forward. This battering could be cancelled. Got Magna and place him up high. Oh, that was a really bad shot. Now Science Army Station over here has good amount of heavy and longbowmen. Lance connects being focused down. How fast do Buddhist monks move? They do move at spearman speed. What's usually normal movement speed for a monk? Crossbowman speed. Okay, that's a pretty nice little benefit. At least these guys can accompany the various units. They can't accompany Yumi Ashigaras do move the enhanced movement speed like Musafati warriors and Palace Guard. So they can't really keep up with them, but at least they can keep up with other units such as spearmen. At least makes a little point to go in their favor. So maybe it's a bunch of small stuff that makes Buddhist monks at least decent. And also, it sort of does help promote the more fall-back and heal-up playstyle when the Buddhist monk gets some extra gold generation. So eventually they are technically free. Maybe I don't think it economic-wise, but more of a cost-effectiveness and unit-wise, where they just pay for themselves. You get all these benefits while technically somewhat being free. But either way, these Baganel powers are getting some great damage there. But yet, he's still just using mass Yumi archers against these Varangian Guard. He's somewhat successful at the moment. Got some horsemen here, so Blue's also going for more counter units. Horsemen probably a good idea. These Ashigarus do move pretty quickly. And Yumi Bannerman moves the same movement speed as well. Oh, we got now a full Shogunate Castle here. Able one shot these units. Does throw some palings there for a brief sound effect. Lance connect there. Just got picked off by the rocket. Got a couple good hits there though. And the Japanese player does back of the game. I think the mass Yumi archers is not the way to go. But overall, the Buddhist monks did actually a good job, I believe. Zangrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. As mentioned beforehand, my voice is starting to go out a little bit early today, so